Welcome to Blooming Grounds, your ultimate destination for backyard inspiration. If you're dreaming of a peaceful retreat right outside your door, you're in the right place. From sleek hardscapes and lush plant pairings to creative lighting and minimalist elegance, we're here to help you transform your outdoor space into a haven of calm and beauty. Whether it's a modern sanctuary or a cozy garden escape, we'll guide you with tips, ideas, and designs to make your backyard bloom. Ready to start your transformation? Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a moment of inspiration. Let's create the backyard you've always wanted, right here on Blooming Grounds. Pathways and defined edges play a pivotal role in creating a minimalist backyard garden that feels calm and structured. A well-designed pathway can guide the flow of movement through the space, while also adding an architectural element to the garden's aesthetic. Materials like rectangular concrete pavers are particularly effective in minimalist designs, as their clean, sharp lines convey a sense of order and simplicity. The spaces between the pavers can be filled with gravel, dark mulch, or even low-growing plants to soften the overall look while maintaining a cohesive design. Defined edges are just as important as the pathways themselves. Borders made of dark mulch, gravel, or stone provide a clear distinction between the pathway and the surrounding planting beds. This separation prevents the garden from appearing chaotic and instead lends a polished, intentional feel. The contrast between the light-colored pathway and darker edging materials enhances the visual appeal, drawing the eye along the paths and toward key features of the garden. By thoughtfully integrating pathways and defined edges, a backyard can transform into a serene, organized retreat. These elements establish a foundation that supports the minimalist design, ensuring every component of the garden has its place and purpose. This clarity and simplicity in layout are the essence of creating a calming, minimalist backyard space. Gravel and rocks are fundamental elements in minimalist backyard gardens, offering both texture and functionality. These materials bring a natural and understated elegance to outdoor spaces, making them perfect for achieving a calm, clean aesthetic. Gravel, in particular, is a versatile option that can be used to cover large areas or as a complement to pathways and planting beds. Its muted tones, ranging from light gray to deep earthy browns, blend harmoniously with greenery, creating a balanced and cohesive look. When used thoughtfully, gravel can also serve as a practical solution for reducing maintenance while maintaining visual appeal. Rocks, on the other hand, add sculptural interest and grounding to the garden. Large, irregularly shaped stones can become focal points within planting beds, lending a sense of permanence and stability to the design. When combined with smaller stones or gravel, these elements create a layered, textured effect that evokes the serenity of a Zen garden. The juxtaposition of smooth gravel with rough or weathered rocks provides a dynamic contrast that is visually engaging yet understated. The use of gravel and rocks also allows for creative play with color and material contrasts. For instance, dark rocks placed on lighter gravel or white pebbles surrounding lush green plants can enhance the sense of depth and highlight the natural beauty of each element. These combinations add dimension to the garden without introducing unnecessary complexity, staying true to the minimalist ethos. In addition to their aesthetic value, gravel and rocks contribute to the garden's functionality. Gravel improves drainage and prevents weed growth, while strategically placed stones can stabilize slopes or mark transitions between different sections of the garden. Together, they offer an elegant, low-maintenance solution for outdoor spaces that prioritize simplicity and serenity. When designed with care, gravel and rocks not only complement the overall look of the garden, but also create a timeless, tranquil atmosphere. The intentional selection of plants is essential in crafting a minimalist backyard garden that feels harmonious and visually compelling. In minimalist design, every plant serves a purpose, whether it's to provide structure, add softness, or introduce a subtle pop of color. Rather than filling the space with an overabundance of greenery, a minimalist approach focuses on quality over quantity, using fewer plants strategically to create an impactful, balanced design. Architectural plants, such as yucca, agave, or succulents, often serve as the backbone of a minimalist gardens. Their striking forms and clean lines act as natural sculptures, offering a focal point around which the rest of the garden is arranged. These plants contribute to the garden's sense of order and structure, standing out against hardscaping elements like concrete pathways or gravel beds. At the same time, their low-maintenance nature aligns perfectly with the minimalist ideal of simplicity. Layering plants with varying textures and heights adds depth to the garden while maintaining a restrained aesthetic. Ornamental grasses, for instance, bring a sense of softness and movement, their gentle swaying adding an organic contrast to the hard lines of pathways or fencing. Flowering plants, chosen in a carefully curated palette, introduce moments of color without overwhelming the design. Shades of white, soft pink, and lavender are especially effective, as they complement the greenery while enhancing the garden's tranquil atmosphere. Another hallmark of minimalist planting is the use of repetition to create cohesion. Repeating a particular type of plant or grouping similar shapes across the garden helps unify the space and reinforces the sense of calm. This method also draws the eye along the garden's lines, encouraging a slow and thoughtful appreciation of the design. Privacy and backdrop plantings, such as tall shrubs or small trees, are equally intentional. They frame the space, providing a sense of enclosure without feeling dense or heavy. Evergreens are particularly effective, offering year-round greenery and structure, while deciduous options can add seasonal variety. By choosing plants with purpose and arranging them thoughtfully, a minimalist backyard becomes more than just a collection of greenery. It transforms into a serene, artfully curated space where every element works in harmony to create beauty and balance. Fencing and backdrops are pivotal in shaping the aesthetic and functionality of a minimalist backyard garden. These elements not only define the boundaries of the space, but also act as visual anchors that enhance the overall design. In minimalist gardens, where simplicity and clean lines are paramount, the fence or wall is more than just a functional barrier. It becomes an integral part of the composition. A modern fence, such as one made of horizontal wooden planks, provides a sleek and contemporary backdrop for plants and other garden features. The natural tones of wood add warmth and contrast to the coolness of concrete pathways or the structured lines of architectural plants. When painted in neutral colors like white, gray, or black, fences take on a more refined, minimalist quality, allowing greenery and textures in the garden to stand out. White, in particular, creates a bright, fresh canvas that highlights the vibrant greens of foliage and the subtle hues of flowers. Concrete or stucco walls are another popular choice in minimalist garden design. Their smooth, uninterrupted surfaces contribute to the clean and uncluttered aesthetic. Dark-colored walls, such as charcoal or slate, add drama and sophistication, providing a striking contrast to lighter gravel paths or bright plant palettes. Lighter walls, on the other hand, reflect sunlight, making smaller spaces feel larger and more open. These walls can also serve as an ideal backdrop for shadow play, allowing the shapes of plants and trees to create dynamic patterns throughout the day. Fences and walls also play a critical role in creating a sense of privacy and enclosure. In minimalist design, this sense of seclusion enhances the garden's role as a tranquil retreat. Tall, slender plantings such as Italian cypress or bamboo can be added along the fence line for vertical interest, softening the hard edges while maintaining the clean aesthetic. Moreover, backdrops can be used as a design feature themselves, incorporating subtle textures or decorative elements. For example, a section of the fence could feature a lattice design or metal panel for visual interest, or a smooth wall could act as the setting for a mounted water feature or minimalist artwork. These additions provide focal points without overwhelming the simplicity of the garden. By carefully designing the fencing and backdrop, a minimalist garden becomes not just a boundary-enclosed space, but a cohesive and intentional environment. These elements frame the beauty of the plants, hardscaping, and layout, ensuring the entire design feels harmonious, polished, and serene. The harmony between hardscaping and softscaping is essential in creating a minimalist backyard garden that feels both visually balanced and inviting. These two elements, hard materials like pathways paving and decks, and the living components such as plants and grass must work together seamlessly to achieve the clean, tranquil aesthetic central to minimalist design. Hardscaping forms the structural foundation of the garden, setting the tone and defining its overall layout. Materials like concrete, stone, or light-colored gravel are particularly effective in minimalist gardens because they provide clean lines and a neutral palette that complements the natural elements. Pathways made of rectangular concrete pavers, for example, can carve precise lines through the garden, creating a sense of order and directing movement without overwhelming the space. Similarly, a wooden deck or light stone patio can serve as a visual anchor, grounding the design and offering a functional area for relaxation. Softscaping, on the other hand, brings life and vibrancy to the garden, softening the starkness of hardscaping materials. Plants are used not only to fill spaces, but to enhance the geometry and flow established by the hardscape. Low-growing ground cover, such as moss or creeping thyme, can be planted between pavers to create a seamless transition between hard and soft elements. Tall grasses and architectural plants add height and texture, providing a dynamic contrast to the smooth surfaces of pathways or retaining walls. The balance between hard and soft elements can also be emphasized through the thoughtful use of color and texture. A light stone path paired with dark green foliage creates a striking contrast that feels crisp and modern, while the addition of flowering plants introduces subtle color without disrupting the minimalist aesthetic. Similarly, the smooth, cool texture of a concrete pathway can be complemented by the delicate, feathery movement of ornamental grasses swaying in the breeze. In minimalist gardens, the interplay between hardscaping and softscaping extends beyond aesthetics to serve functional purposes. Hardscaping ensures durability and ease of maintenance, while softscaping brings seasonal interest and natural variation to the space. For instance, a gravel bed with carefully placed succulents not only looks sleek, but also requires minimal upkeep, making it ideal for those seeking a low-maintenance, yet beautiful garden. Lighting further enhances the integration of hard and soft elements. Embedded lights in pathways or uplighting for plants can blur the lines between these two components, highlighting textures and shapes while creating a tranquil ambience, especially in the evening. By thoughtfully blending hardscaping and softscaping, a minimalist backyard garden transforms into a cohesive, balanced space. The clean lines of hard surfaces and the organic flow of plants work in unison to create a tranquil environment that is both functional and aesthetically timeless. This balance is at the heart of minimalist garden design, ensuring every element contributes to a serene, unified whole. Lighting is a transformative element in a minimalist backyard garden, subtly enhancing its beauty and functionality while maintaining the clean and calm aesthetic that defines the space. In minimalist design, lighting is not just about illumination. It is about creating atmosphere, emphasizing features, and extending the usability of the garden into the evening hours. Soft, ambient lighting is often the hallmark of a minimalist garden. Warm, understated lights embedded along pathways can guide movement through the space, casting a gentle glow that enhances the clean lines of the hardscaping. This approach avoids harsh illumination, instead allowing the pathways to blend harmoniously into the overall design. The interplay of light and shadow created by these lights adds depth and intrigue, subtly highlighting the textures of gravel, pavers, or mulch. Strategically placed uplighting can transform plants into striking focal points after dark. By illuminating tall grasses, architectural plants, or small trees from below, the lighting emphasizes their unique shapes and textures, creating a dramatic yet natural effect. The shadows cast on walls or fences add another layer of visual interest, turning simple backdrops into dynamic features. For example, the soft silhouette of a yucca or the delicate tracery of a tree branch against a white fence can evoke a sense of calm and artistry. Water features, if present, benefit greatly from thoughtful lighting. Subtle underwater lights in a pool or around a pond highlight the gentle rippling of the water, adding a tranquil, almost meditative quality to the space. For fountains or modern water walls, linear LED lights can outline the feature's edges, enhancing its clean, contemporary design. Minimalist lighting also plays a role in framing outdoor living spaces. A covered seating area or pavilion, for instance, can be illuminated with recessed lights that provide a cozy yet unobtrusive glow. Pendant lights or a slim, modern floor lamp can further define the seating zone, emphasizing its function as a retreat within the garden. The choice of fixtures is critical in maintaining the minimalist aesthetic. Sleek, low-profile designs in neutral colors like black, white, or brushed metal blend seamlessly into the garden, ensuring the fixtures themselves do not distract from the overall simplicity of the space. Solar-powered or energy-efficient options add an eco-conscious touch, aligning with the sustainable ethos often associated with minimalist design. Perhaps most importantly, lighting in a minimalist garden is about balance and subtlety. Rather than flooding the space with brightness, it highlights key elements, enhances natural textures, and creates pockets of light and shadow that evoke tranquility. This approach respects the minimalist principle of less is more, ensuring that lighting serves its purpose without overwhelming the serene atmosphere. Through the thoughtful use of lighting, a minimalist backyard garden takes on a new dimension after sunset. The interplay of light and shadow brings the space to life, enhancing its beauty and inviting relaxation. Whether it's a soft glow along a pathway, the highlight of a favorite plant, or the gentle shimmer of water, lighting transforms the garden into a serene oasis, both day and night.